of it. So.
Hey, Happy New Year, everybody. We are back. Welcome to an all-new A Ship Called Relation. Coming up, we are going to have the hottest New Year's resolutions for your relationships. Plus, it's the year of you, 2015. That means out with the old, in with the new. Plus, Sink or Swim is back, your favorite game. I can't wait. Happening right now on A Ship Called Relation. Good morning, everybody. I'm Jason Galka. Happy New Year. We are back. It's an all-new A Ship Called Relation, and I'm here with my girls, some familiar faces, one new face. We have a little guest host today. So since you're our little guest host, Brooke, I'm going to introduce you first.
Hello.
Welcome aboard.
Thanks. So excited
Great
to be here.
Great to have you. And you know Kelly, and you know Desiree, you know me, of course. So welcome. It's the new year, and I hope you had a wonderful holiday season. It's great to be back with all of you. I missed you.
I'm so excited.
How are the holidays?
Wednesday's been so boring. I'm like, yeah, they were
Spicing
good.
it up.
Yeah, we are back spicing it up. I did have a wonderful long vacation though. Like it was nice just to like regroup and get your head back together. And now we're back into it. I have New Year's resolutions for your relationship. So let's start with that, shall we? Let's talk about it. Now, Kelly, you and I are in relationships here, which we'll get to you guys in just a little bit. But what's something you want to improve or change or fix in your relationship this year?
I guess just we're always looking to improve communication, obviously. It's
Okay.
one thing that is important to keep communication up. We're going to try to do more, like, we're going skiing in 2 weeks, like, just weekend getaways, just to, like...
So some more quality time.
Yeah, more
thing.
time,
Okay.
and just to, you know, freshen things up. And
Excellent.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, this is the year for it. As I said, we're taking out the old and we're bringing in the new. So, girls, these are my single ladies here, and I'm totally pitching them because it's 2015. We want to get them off the market. So, Desiree, what's something that you want to see happen in 2015 for you, relationship-wise?
Relationship-wise? Well, I'm actually getting more back into myself.
Okay.
I started painting again and doing writing and stuff. So I feel like once I get more in tune with me, then I'll be able to put myself out there for
Excellent.
the man of 2015, if anyone's watching. Email me, I'm just kidding.
We can make that happen. Now, Brooke, you actually go to school in Arizona, so this is your last day here today.
I know, so sad.
And you get to go out with a bang. You're on our show today. That's so great.
I'll be back for spring break, summers. But yeah, I'm single, ready for a relationship. I think I've had enough time for myself, so.
Now, you had relationships being a student prior to?
Not in college, but in high school, so I just am having fun in college.
Excellent. Good
the way
for
to
you.
go.
Time
Yeah.
for
Well, I was
it.
going to ask, so in comparison, I mean, how do you think you'll be able to handle a relationship being in college? Because it's more pressure now as opposed to high school.
Right.
You know, been there, done that. It's a long time ago. We won't talk about that. But, you know, I just remember, like, I was dating when I was in college, and it was so hard because they demanded your time, because I was so much young. I was your age, probably.
Yeah.
And they demanded time, and then school demanded time. So for me, it was hard to juggle.
Right, I think it is hard because like you want to be there for them, but also have to worry about like schoolwork and everything. But I think
Yeah.
I'd be able to handle it.
I think so too. You're both beautiful women. We're going to get you off the market today. So now on to you guys, your New Year's resolutions. As I said, it's out with the old, it's in with the new. And I've had like so many epiphanies over 2014 that I've kind of grouped them all together for this year and came up with getting rid of all the negativity in your life and all the people that are negative in your life as well. People that don't support you, and this could be a boyfriend, a girlfriend, even a spouse, okay? Even a relationship with a sister or a brother. You need to tweak these relationships this year, and this is what you need to focus on. For instance, we've read so many stories when we do our little sink or swim bit about cheating, mates, and double-crossing best friends. You need to weed all of that out of your life this year. That's the first thing that needs to go. So pretend you're like cleaning out your stateroom here on the ship, okay? You're cleaning out that stateroom. You're getting rid of all of this negativity.
Overboard.
Toss it overboard and start completely fresh.
Let it sink.
Exactly. So that's my first thing I want to tell you all to do is just get rid of all that negativity. Also, maybe you're stuck in like a job that you're really unhappy with. Your boss kind of belittles you. And that relationship too. Start looking for a new job. This is the year of you. That's what I'm saying. So
Agreed.
when you find a new job, out you go on that. So, so many great things that you could do for yourself this year. And it's January. This is the time to start doing it. Agreed?
Agreed.
Absolutely.
For
Fabulous. So what are some things we want to clean out of our staterooms here on A Ship Called Relation?
It's a tough one.
Always. I like
pretty
new.
much. Yeah, I like new too. I mean, there isn't much negativity that I've had. I mean, a lot of people in my life are very supportive of everything that I do, but you know, there's always that one thing that you can change or you want to change. So, as I said, just over the year, just people that I've met that I thought were friends are no longer friends for reasons. So, like, I've kind of done my cleaning. So that's why I can tell you how to do all of this now. Now, as you know, I'm very big on social media, and I love my Twitter and Facebook and everything. So I'm always posting polls on what you guys think about certain subjects. And this year, I wanted to know what you wanted to see improve in your relationship. So we have the top 3 answers. Mike, are you ready? Here we go. The first one, our viewers actually want to have more intimacy with their mates. Who doesn't, right?
Yeah. Could all
Also
use
known
more
as sex.
intimacy. Who couldn't use more intimacy?
Exactly. And this is how I feel. It's January. It's cold out there right now. Spend that extra time cuddling in the morning under the blanket, staying warm, and you know, let the magic happen. You know, there's nothing like good old morning sex, let me tell you. Now, some
Better
of
than
our
coffee.
better than coffee, better than Starbucks. I love Starbucks too. Now, most of our female friends in the audience out there watching, the most common thing that they've wrote me about is their libido with their men. Like their men's libido is kind of low. So I do have some natural ways right now that I can't talk today. See, the new year I can't talk. So
I make you nervous.
I make you nervous. So these are some natural things that you could do to kind of spice up that libido. A, shop better for him, okay? Pick up more fruits, more vegetables, more vitamins. Those are things that kind of help build up his strength to be able to handle extracurricular activities, if you will. And also, they need to eliminate stress in their life as best that they can. So exercise, join a gym. John and I just joined a gym, actually. So like when I move my legs right now, I have to like use both hands to do it. I'm that sore, so I'm planted in this chair at the moment. So exercise, it's a real great stress reliever. You sweat everything out. You kind of, you know, get yourself in that zone where you can relax more and practice relaxation tips. There's lots of breathing exercises you can Google out there. So that will help in boosting your libido, gentlemen and or ladies, you never know. Number 2, we talked about this with Kelly. Communication is a big one as well. Men and women want to know how to communicate better. My suggestions on that, and we'll go around and you can kind of give your tips on what you think will work, but I think you need to set aside at least 30 minutes a day to talk to your signif. Even if you're just lying in bed before you fall asleep, cuddling, just
Absolutely.
catch up on what happened in the day and how they're feeling. What do you guys think?
No, I agree. I always like that, having, 30 minutes before actually going to bed to just kind of hang out and catch up and stuff like that. Because even when you get home, you're cooking dinner or
Right.
you're running out and like going to the gym, anything so it is definitely good to set aside that time and
Absolutely.
just set that time and, make it for each other and talk and just catch up.
We actually had some pretty good quality time on Monday. As I said, John and I joined the gym, and he took a step class with me. And I used to teach a long time ago, so I know like the choreographies and things. So I was doing good. I missed a few things, but I'm looking over to my right to him, and he's trying to do it, and I'm looking at his face and I'm laughing. And it was a small, intimate class, so like you could see everybody on what they're doing. So it was very comical. But the point is, it was time that we were spending together, and we were laughing and
that's
having a
nice
good
thing.
time doing it.
And that's something you guys can talk about in the days to come, like, oh, remember
Yeah.
that class we took, and
Yeah.
kind of sparks a whole nother
Joining something
conversation.
together is a good idea too. Something like that. I
Yeah.
can't get Rob to
Say,
go to the gym,
couples
but
who work out together.
Yes,
Stay
stay together, stay fit together.
Yeah.
But that's actually great because you're going on the ski trip, as you were saying too. So that's gonna be great
just
quality time.
3-day weekend, nice.
Nice. Yeah, you have to do that. I mean, even with the craziest schedules, that's why I say 30 minutes at least. Because John and I have crazy schedules. He works nights, I work days. We find an hour maybe in between to just spend like that quality time together, aside from dinner and watching TV and all that. You really need to talk. So you have to make the point to talk.
Yeah.
And I feel like so many people rely on like texting and stuff. Like you
I was
need
Yeah.
just gonna say,
It's
I
like
think
you want something in person. People don't know how to like communicate in person now because they just like sit on their phones and
Yeah.
text.
I read a study recently, actually, that your cell phone could actually break up your relationship because
Oh,
you're so
absolutely.
I
busy
believe it.
texting, or you're on your laptop or whatever smart device you have, and you're not paying attention to the person that's sitting next
Right.
to you. You know, I
So
mean,
true.
and John and I have been guilty of that too. Now that I think about it, you know, he'd be on his laptop, I'm on my iPad, and it's like, wow, we really need to cut this out because we barely see
Yeah.
each other as it is.
Yeah.
So we started spending more of that time together, and communication got better for us. But Brooke, I'm glad you're here actually, because you being like, you know, no offense to the rest of us, but you are the youngest one here, so you really have the insight as to like people in your age group. I mean,
Right.
what has worked for you in the past?
I think honestly, just like getting to know the person, maybe just simply going out to dinner. Like
Yeah.
it could be something so simple, and like it's just like hard to like communicate when someone's like not doing all the talking and it's always just me. You know,
Yeah.
like some guys don't know how to like hold a conversation,
Right.
and they're like awkward in person, and I don't know. They just need to like learn how to step it up.
Yeah, well, no, I
First,
agree.
when you're talking to someone and you just see their finger like this, like I know you're scrolling
Oh,
through Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like
Doing
I'm right
something.
You're
here.
not even like doing anything productive. You're scrolling. I see your little thumb moving. Yeah. That makes me so angry.
Oh, I agree.
But yeah, what
Yeah.
you were saying about texting, I think texting all day to your like significant others is great because you want to
Yeah.
text them all day. But then when you get home, you have nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
So now it's
Right.
just like so.
How was your day? Oh, you told
Oh,
me about
yeah.
it all day.
So maybe if we cut down a little bit on like the
Yeah.
all day talking, and then you'll get home and be like, oh, I have to tell you 13 things that happened today.
Right.
Boom, you just whipped out a whole hour conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
There you
know.
go.
I mean, I think we've all been guilty of that because it's new and exciting
yeah.
in the beginning.
I'm all
I remember
about
when I first met John, I was doing my original talk show, and it was filmed out east, and we were doing it was a makeover show actually. So like, all the ladies are like getting their hair and everything done, and like I'm prepping and you know doing all the thing that you have to do behind the scenes, and we're texting back and forth. And then by the time we saw each other later that day, it was like there wasn't too much to talk about.
I
Yeah.
told them everything.
Yeah,
already.
you know, about the day and everything.
Yeah.
So it's important to like keep it to a minimum. You know, I mean, now our texts. I mean, when you've been together with somebody for a long time, now the texts are where are my jeans? Where's the soap?
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
find the toothpaste. As opposed, you know, that's the typical
What's for
relationship
dinner? Yeah.
these days. That I get a lot of too. So, but what's the longest relationship you've been in, Brooke?
Maybe like over a year,
Okay.
a year and a half, so not too long.
Okay,
but,
can I ask why? Like, what was the cause of the breakup?
he cheated,
Oh.
and it was not good. Once a cheater, always a cheater.
We're going to sink that ship. later.
Yeah, not even thinking about
That. Do you have a
Yeah.
photo of him? We'll put that on this
Yeah, here we go. Most wanted.
Right. But you know what?
Most
that's-
unwanted.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Unwanted.
Exactly. We should do a whole segment about that. Could you
On the
imagine?
list.
I love it.
But that's great for you, and I want to point that out. That now you broke it off.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to point that out
for you.
because so many young girls, especially in your age group, or even women in general, they don't break
They
it
don't.
off.
Yeah, no.
And it keeps going, and they keep having all this. We actually have some stories we're going to read in a little while that kind of, can relate to that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like you found the strength to just break it off. Was it easy for you? Was
Yeah.
it difficult?
I mean, no, it wasn't easy at first because, like, I wanted to believe, like, when he was saying, oh, I won't do it again, you know, like, I'm going to change. But it doesn't work like
Yeah.
that. Like, I know so many people who stuck with guys, like, after they cheated multiple times. And,
Yeah,
like,
I don't
guys
understand
will say anything to try to
Oh,
convince
absolutely.
you that they'll change, but it doesn't happen.
I think in a lot of cases it's a self-esteem issue too for a
Yeah.
lot of women,
And a
it's
new
sad.
relation when you're that young, it's a lot of times it's your first long
Yeah.
term relationship, so you're afraid of losing it because at that age you don't think
Because you'll never
you're
find
gonna find it
anyone
again.
He's the
Like
one,
that's
Yeah.
it. The high
No,
school's it.
we've all been
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
We've all been, 17,
course.
18 at the
Yeah.
time. And you're older than that, obviously. But, it just fascinates me because you are much younger and you had that strength to do it. So your confidence level must be up there, which is what
Yeah.
I try to tell our women that watch now. We have so many women that watch that I don't feel like they have a lot of confidence in themselves. And that's what
Right.
I'm trying to help build for them.
Yeah, I think you just need to find something to like distract you and like just not think about it. Because if you keep
Yeah.
thinking about it, you're just gonna like let yourself get down about it and be upset, and that's
Yep.
not the way to be.
Make
Yeah.
yourself find like a hobby or something just for
Right.
that short period of time, just to fill in that void of where he used to be, and then just be like,
even
you
if
know
it's
what?
like hanging out with family
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
So simple.
We did a show a couple of weeks ago, you guys probably remember. We talked about it wasn't the me and we time thing, but it was if you are single, things to do. And one of them was like join a group or join some sort of social group or really find out what your interests are and explore those. Grab a couple of girlfriends and take a mini vacation someplace,
Yeah, absolutely.
So what Deza's doing in a few weeks for her birthday.
Yeah,
You
can't
know, it's a
wait.
great idea.
Cruise
you
to
know?
nowhere.
Wherever
What
it takes
happens
us.
on a ship correlation stays on a ship correlation.
Maybe we'll do a little segment from there. I'll just,
Yeah, let's bring
call
the
you
cameras.
guys
We'll
in.
all go.
Yeah.
we'll really bring it to
We're
the
all
show.
going to celebrate your birthday.
Go around the cruise, interview people.
Yeah. This could be fun.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so our third one, we got off track here. Sorry, Mike. Is women want to know how to find their soulmate, okay? Now, there are dating apps out there. We were talking about Tinder earlier for
Yes.
women, which I guess is like a Grindr for women. I don't know. Grindr is the men thing, but that's a very sexy site. I don't really recommend using that, gentlemen, to find other men, unless you're just looking for that one thing. That's fine then. But I feel like, you need to be on some sort of dating site at least, like an eHarmony type of thing, only because I never had luck in the bar scene, and I don't know too many people that have. What are your takes on that?
I never did.
No.
Nothing that lasted anyway.
No.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's like a huge party scene, and if you're looking for somebody that's really going to settle down with you and move to the next level, a partier might not be the way to go.
No.
I mean, it's fine for you young. If you're Brooke's age, go for it. But
Exactly.
we're all looking to settle down, and so we're going to go to the dating sites actually. But I've browsed through some single women's dating sites, and I have to give them some tips right now. You want to have a glamour shot of some kind. It doesn't have to be like, in a studio or whatever. When I say glamour, I mean smile with not only your lips, but with your eyes. Get your hair done, put on a really cute outfit, and get feedback from your friends because they know best. Your best friends know best.
They'll tell you the truth.
Yeah, I mean, I see so many like gloomy pictures, no smile, and it's
No.
like, you're not going to get a date
close.
that
Yeah,
way. This
what-
close where you can
You
see
look
pores,
miserable.
Step back from the camera, take a nice shot, have your friends help you out with the profile. And also, I've read profiles too on some of these women that write into the show, like I've gone, because they tell me what they're on and I look. And I see long walks on the beach, I see going to the movies. That's too generic, okay?
Yeah.
Step out of the box, really think about what interests you and put that on there. Because you want to stand out from the profile that's below you and above you. You want yours to be right there in front of him. So those are my
And I
suggestions.
also think, because I actually helped a friend of mine, a coworker, set up a site. She had no idea how to do it. And she started typing about me, and it was just like paragraphs upon paragraphs that I felt like when you actually got to sit down with her, you probably
What were
just
you gonna
knew
talk about?
everything.
Yeah.
So you want to keep it like interesting enough where it sparks someone's interest, but
Yeah.
like keep it vague enough where you can still explain to them who you are without them just reading your biography
Right.
on a site,
I agree. A couple of sentences, truthfully.
Yeah.
You want to give them a teaser. Your dating profile should just be a teaser. Not a resume of your dating life or this, that, the other thing, but just keep it to a minimum of like a paragraph of your interests, but make it really stand out.
Absolutely.
So think about that. So, ladies, before we move on, anything else you want to talk about on these subjects? Communication, intimacy, and finding that soulmate is the top 3 things our viewers want to
Yeah.
do this year.
I think we covered everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now let's read some stories. We have some of our viewers that wrote in. We have some good ones, actually. Some need advice. Then we're moving on to our sink or swim.
Oh.
Okay. Well, keep those handy. It's coming up.
Sorry, I'm so excited for it.
It's been a while.
It has been a while. I'm excited for it. Okay, so this is written to us by Lily. Lily writes, "Hello, Jason. I'm a 41-year-old single mother, and I have completely given up on love. All my past relationships have ended in heartache, mine. Grab hold to someone and give everything I've got, but it usually scares the guy away. I was married and he cheated, which devastated me, and now I sit home on the internet or watching TV. I need a life makeover. Can you please help? Thank you and Happy New Year. Signed, Lily." I'll let you guys go first. Daz, you start us off.
Okay. She's a single mother. To have someone take your kids for the weekend, go get your hair done, go get your nails done, go buy yourself a cute little outfit, grab a couple girls, and go out for some drinks to a nice lounge, a little upscale spot. Have a good time by yourself. Enjoy your freedom, the fact that you are only 41 years old.
Right.
You are very young. I'm sure you have a lot of life experiences and a good personality. You have things to talk about like your kids, and really just explore who you are, and I think that will translate into finding something, whether
Yeah.
it's a husband or a boyfriend or just someone to just hang out with, but take a weekend to just kind of focus on you.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And to add on to that, if you're spending a lot of time on the internet, Google some hairstyles you might like. Go into your salon and get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe even do one of like those dating websites. Go on a couple fun dates, even if it
Yeah.
doesn't work out. Who cares?
Yeah,
Like,
just
Something
enjoy
to do.
yourself.
Yeah.
Get
in the
yourself
house.
out there. Maybe try whatever you were trying before. do the complete opposite, and maybe you'll get some sort of.
And don't always go out with the intent on finding
Yeah,
someone.
no,
Right.
just
Like
go out
you gotta
with girls,
just go
have
out to go
fun.
out and to have fun. And she said she needs a life makeover, so just start with, like Des said, yourself, and
Yeah.
just getting out there and not sitting around all the
Well,
time.
that's the big key, is to really work on yourself first, because then once you're feeling good about yourself, your confidence level is up, all that energy is going to be in such a burst that everybody's going to notice you.
Yeah.
You know, if you're kind of like, the one crumpled up in the corner someplace, nobody's going to dance with you, right? So, but just adding on to that, I had a really good thought about, if you are on the internet, find a hairstyle, pick out some clothing that you think you might like, budget for it if you have to. I know as a single mom it's probably hard, so set budgets for yourself, and also really just work on your confidence level too, I mean, everybody has good qualities to them, and if you're looking for the one and you have all this love that you want to give them, it says that you're most likely a good person, but I like to think of dating as an audition. Like Des was saying, or maybe it was Kelly, you said go out on a couple just to get your feet wet in it. Audition a few of them, audition 5 of them.
Yeah.
You don't have to give them a call back if you don't like them.
Exactly.
Just get your feet wet, get used to it.
It's good
kind
for
of
you
thing.
too to just. She probably hasn't been
Yeah.
in the dating game for a while.
Right.
She was married, so
It's-
just even
Yep.
she looks at it as practice for herself. And like I said, you're not going into it looking for something.
Right.
Maybe she'll wind up.
If she's a single mom, maybe pick one day a week that you have a babysitter for the kids, and every week you go out, whether it's with your friends or you find
Yeah.
a guy or whatever it is. Just every Tuesday night, you're gonna
Make it
get
ladies'
dressed, you're gonna
night.
get
Yeah.
dressed up, and you're gonna go out in the town and just have fun. And
Yeah.
and if you're doing your makeover for personal looks, don't go from like platinum blonde to jet black. Just find something that's gonna make you walk in a room and feel confident, and it will absolutely portray everyone around you.
Confidence is still the sexiest trait.
Absolutely.
Still the sexiest when a woman can walk in and hold her head high. Okay.
yes.
Our next story is written by Hope. Hope writes, I met my boyfriend online last October. At first I placed him in the friend zone, but after a third date I ended up liking him more than that. Over the next year we fell in love, lost our virginity together, I might add, and went through ups and downs. We almost had an apartment, but that fell through when he found out how unstable his job was. We wanted to take our relationship to the next level, so he mentioned me moving in with him. I hardly ever saw him before this, but now I see him every day and it's wonderful. We're trying to build funds to move out. I know he's the one for me also. Any tips that you can give us on saving money for a young couple, please let me know. Signed, Hope. Okay, well, we kind of talked about this subject a few weeks back also. Everybody has a smartphone this day and age, and I'm sure her being young, she has one as well. If you could find, you will find a ton of those budgeting apps that are on your phone that actually really work. I used to have one for like my checkbook, and it really does work. So you could download those. Most of them are free. Keep saving money as best you can. Maybe their living situation right now is affordable for them, so stay there as long as you can. Just pocket as much money as you can. You probably would need at least $3,000 to $4,000 averagely to really move out and make it work. But also, he has to have a stable job. He can't be someplace that's seasonal or weekly or.
It's got to be a mutual
It's-
50
You don't
Yeah.
want to move out and
contribution.
then 2 months later have
he
to.
loses the job.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you get evicted. So
Yeah.
definitely save up. Both of you have to have a stable job. And look for those apps that I was just talking about. Most of them are free, and they'll definitely help you out a lot. Girls, what do you think?
I think so. Maybe make a little jar aside from everything, and maybe together pool your money every week. You just put in $20, $30, and it'll start
It adds
adding
up.
up.
Yeah.
And
Even the coins add up.
yeah,
They
every
really
time
do.
you have some change, just try and double it from the week before, and just it'll add up way quicker than you
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, let me tell you. We have this little jar in our bedroom. We always empty our pocket change in there. After a month, we collect like $75.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's just
it's
change.
crazy. That's just change.
My
okay?
family did that for maybe half a year, and we got over $1,000. Used
Yeah.
it for a vacation.
Yeah.
Comes in handy.
You'd be surprised. Pocket that pocket change.
I know some people I
Empty the
know-
cup holder in the car. You'd be
Yeah.
surprised how much
Yeah.
is in there.
We'll always put in $5 bills. Anytime they get a $5 bill, they'll just put it away. So it doesn't exist to them. And those fives
Those
add
add
so
up.
quick.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool. Our next story is written by Barbara. Barbara says, I've pitched an article and I'd like to know what you think about my story. It's called I'm 25 and I'm afraid to tell my parents I've had sex. Basically, I always told others I'd wait until marriage to lose my virginity. However, since I met the love of my life, my boyfriend Brett, that changed in February 2014. Therefore, I believe to be a unique piece that others could relate to. He's also my first love as well. I disclose details such as my mother never taught me anything about sex. Instead, all she said was, wait until you're married to have sex. She still doesn't know, and should I tell my parents?
No.
No.
I don't think so either. Let me
don't think
just
you need to
throw
tell your
this out there.
parents.
Number one, you're 25 years old, you're an adult. You don't need your parents' permission to
Yeah.
be intimate with somebody that you consider your signif.
It's kind of weird, I think, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what the point of telling your parents would be. It's just
I mean,
going to be awkward, and
Yeah.
I'm very close with my parents, and we talk
Same.
about a lot of stuff.
I mean, I
but
never went to my
don't-
mother and said,
never-
Mom, I'm having sex, but I'm sure being in a 2.5-year relationship and
It's
prior
it's
relationships,
implied.
it's
Yeah,
implied.
it's implied, and
Yeah.
if she doesn't want to believe it, then
Yeah.
And
it's
if
up
this
to her.
person
And
is the person that is your significant other and you really think that this is going to be your lifelong partner, then when you get married, she'll assume it then, and she doesn't really need to
Yeah,
know the
exactly,
date. She'll
yeah.
just
Well, let
know
me
that it
just be
happened.
real here for a moment. It's 2015. Most people that are adults and of age that have significant others, you're doing it, whether you're married or not. Okay, it's happening. This is the
happening.
times. So maybe they're a very religious family. That's kind of what I'm feeling. That
Which I respect.
Right.
But
but
if that's your decision to do it,
You're
then
your own
it's-
individual.
Yes, exactly.
And
So
I feel
you-
like if you want to tell your parents, like they would understand and
Right.
eventually get over it. And like I don't know.
I mean, I'm not looking at it as a trend. I mean, it seems trendy, because it is the way that the life is these days. But if they are a very religious type family, I mean, you have to be your own individual too. I mean, how much does that mean to you?
right.
You know?
Obviously, it means enough that it bothers you that your parents may not accept it, but if this person really is the person that you chose,
Yeah.
obviously that's something too. So you're fine. Don't say anything
Yeah,
to them.
no, I wouldn't say
Let it
anything
ride out.
Keep it
either.
to yourself.
It's a
ring on
new
that
day.
finger.
It's a new day. Okay. We have one more story that we'll read. Actually, this is our sink or swim story. Here we go, ladies. Grab those cards. It's time to play. Okay, here we go. This is written by Joanna. Joanna writes, Hi, Jason. Thank you for offering to listen. I've been involved with my boyfriend for 4 years. He's 15 years older than me. I love him very much, but he needs to find someone who doesn't have any responsibility at home. I take care of my 82-year-old mom and my dog. My mom is not sick. She is okay. But ever since my dad passed 7 years ago, it's been very hard for her. I won't go away anymore because she won't sleep if I'm not here. Can't do that to her. I understand his side of this and always tell him to move on. We broke up this past summer for about a week because he doesn't want to be in a relationship or deal with my life, but still wants to see me on the weekends. I think he just wants a booty call.
sounds like
I
it.
told him it was all or nothing. To me, that was just asking my permission to be with someone else. He drinks too much every night, and then when it comes to us going out, he doesn't want to. We go through this a few times a year. I know I'm jumping around, but my head is all screwed up. Yesterday was our 4-year anniversary, and he didn't remember. I'm not the mushy type, but a happy anniversary baby would have been nice. I cleaned my house and baked. He didn't want to hang out last night because he was so drunk the other night that he fell in a bathroom in a restaurant and hurt himself. Sounds like a real winner, and it happened third time this year, and it's only January. Oh yeah, and he owes me money. I know this must sound
my.
pathetic, but I'm just trying to stick it out a little longer to try to get my money. What do you think? I could use a martini right now. Any insight would be helpful. God bless Joanna.
I'm just
Well.
going to throw this out
Yeah,
there before we
just-
start talking.
Let's have it.
Nothing about that sounded productive,
Healthy,
positive.
No.
yeah,
The only-
positive.
It's 2015. Out with the old, in with,
In
the,
with
new.
the new.
He doesn't respect your mother. That's your mother. I don't care.
Yeah.
Right.
You're taking care of your mother.
Yeah.
Family
He doesn't.
first.
He doesn't control himself. He has got bad
Sounds like
habits
a mess,
with drinking.
and he's 15 years older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't he
You
sounds
could
like he's
do
15
better.
years
Remember
younger?
a 4-year anniversary and he's not a little boy.
Yeah.
I'm just really gonna sink this really quick.
Yeah.
me
Yeah,
too.
really.
And I'm sure there are at least, I mean, I don't want to give anybody an age here, but the fact that she has an 82-year-old mother, I mean, I'm guessing she's probably in the late 30s, 40s mark. So
Yeah.
if he's 15 years older, let's just say he's 50.
50, yeah.
Okay, and this is how he's behaving. Honey, you need to toss that out. That needs to go. Where's the boot?
Yeah.
This needs to go. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yes.
But also, let me just advise you a little further. When dating, I always advise on dating no more than 10 years older than you. John is actually 9 years older than I am, but what we have works. And usually anything over 10, it's kind of doomed to fail because it's a different, number one, it's a different energy level. You know, that's the first thing. So he's not going to want to go do things that we're going to want to do, things of that nature. So,
You're also
but this
in very
is just a bad
different
situation.
times of your life and stuff like that.
And
so.
I don't know how much money he owes you, but unless it's really significant, is it
Yeah.
worth it? You have to ask yourself if it's worth hanging around this guy to try to get
Yeah.
it back.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, we're talking a few hundred, chalk it up to experience.
yeah.
You know, a couple thousand, maybe visit Judge Judy.
Yeah.
She's always looking for people. So,
People's court.
And there's so many better guys out there. Like, you don't need that one.
no. Plenty of fish in the sea. So, all right, before we close, as you know, boy, all this talk about intimacy and all this love fest, it is time for Celebrity Crush of the Week. Who am I crushing on this week? Let's see.
You,
Let's throw up that
right?
nice, sexy photo of Liam Hemsworth. Flex those biceps,
Oh my
baby.
God.
Gorgeous.
It's really hot in here now.
Fan Desiree here.
He's my
I hear
favorite.
he's single.
Oh, wow.
You never know.
Liam, if you're
you might
right
watch the show. Tweet the
Which I
show
know you
to
are.
him.
No, I think
He's
he's
beautiful.
I think he's beautiful.
He is.
Well, good job to the Hemsworth
Yes.
parents because
Yes.
they have
Good
Got
breeding.
one good job.
So, well, ladies, it is time to close. It always goes by so fast. Brooke, you were great. Thank you for joining us today.
Had fun.
So, and thank you for joining us as always. Happy New Year to you all. Stay logged on to the Daily Blue right now because my blog is live right now. Get more detailed information about today's show. And I thank you all as always. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.